Your turn, Yugi boy.
What is up, guys? This is Olympio coming at you with a card discussion today about a worm number monster that you don't really see very often. So this is number 24, Dragon Neferus 2? I'm gonna say Nosferatu Dragulus. Olympio can't read again. This is a new card that was announced in the Collector's Pack. So I imagine we'll be getting this in an import in some way, shape or form in the distant future. It is a rank 6 worm type monster with 2,600 attack and 2,800 defense. It requires 2 level 6 monsters. Once per turn during neither player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target 1 face-up monster on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck. Change it to face-down defense position. If this face-up card you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card into face-down defense position. If this card is flipped face-up, send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. So we have a worm type number monster. We don't really see these very often, and it is quite nice to see because this one is actually pretty decent. So the card has 2,600 attack and 2,800 defense, which is pretty decent. I can see that it's meant to be more of a defense monster. It's meant to defend you and just get away with any little problem cards that your opponent might have. Breaking down the effect, you can detach a material from this card during either player's turn to target and flip down 1 extra deck monster that was special from the extra deck. Now that's a pretty decent effect just because it gets rid of annoying little monsters, and also any other monsters that have low defense, this is quite easy just to be like, nope, go away, I don't want you there. But the real interesting effect lies a little bit further down in the fact that when this face-up card leaves the field due to an opponent's card effect, special summon it face down. You don't really see it very often. What makes it very interesting is the fact that if, for example, you activate the first effect to then flip a monster face down, your opponent solemn strikes the card, you say, okay, well, this is now going to go to the graveyard, and because it's been destroyed and left the field by your opponent's card effect, I'm going to special summon it face down. It's very nice to see that the fact that if your monster does get negated by an effect and destroyed, you can just bring it straight back. But it is face down. So that means you can't straight away flip it face up and then send something to the graveyard. But then that's the other interesting effect. When it does come back and when you do flip it face up, you send 1 card to the graveyard. Now a very interesting thing about this is this effect does not target. The reason why it does not target the second effect, not the first effect, second effect to send something, simply because it doesn't state what you are sending. It says send 1 card from the field to the graveyard, which simply means that because at the point of activation, the game state doesn't know what type of card you're going to be sending, monster, spell or trap, then it doesn't target. That's a really nice effect, especially with the fact that sending stuff to the graveyard as well, because the fact it doesn't trigger some effects is just so good. Rank 6s are a bit of an interesting rank, because there are some really interesting rank 6s, Photon Strike Bouncer, Gauntlet Launcher, Utopia Beyond, and all these that are really good. We don't really see them used all that much. Heretics are kind of the best deck that can go into rank 6s just because they can pump them out really quickly. This probably wouldn't have the greatest use in Heretics because it's not really an OTK card. There are much better ones out there for Heretics, but as just a general rank 6, this is pretty good. Having a Book of Moon-like effect in either player's turn, obviously, as Book of Moon is, it's just really solid. But then the fact it does come back is really nice. Now the one thing I will say is that it won't come back if it is beaten over. If your opponent attacks into it and destroys it that way, it doesn't come back because it states it has to leave the field via your opponent's card effect. So a monster effect, spell effect or trap effect is great, but attacking straight over it, no joy. It is nice to see some more number monsters coming out. Obviously we have them coming out in drips and drabs because XL is kind of over. We expected more of them to be out now, but it just means that we can keep going. I can't remember off the top of my head how many numbers we actually have to this current date, and I mean that there are printed and announced. But it's always nice to see some more. Overall, Dragulus is a pretty decent rank 6 option for anyone who uses an extra deck. Ignites also were one of the ones that used rank 6s quite a lot, were ranked 4s, 5s, and 6s, but Ignites have kind of died a little bit since they lost a lot of their draw power cards like Upstart and Chicken Game, and obviously Pseudo Space that goes along with that. There's a lot of different problems Ignites have. Overall, I really like Dragolus. I think it's a pretty decent card. When it comes out, will I be testing it? I don't know. We don't know when it's going to be coming out, so we'll just have to see. But I want to know what you guys think of Dragolus. Do you think it is a pretty good card, or do you just think it's a nice addition, but it's not really going to get used at all? So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.